Hello, you are most welcome. I'm Teacher Ivan from Wuuna Educational Services. I welcome you to our next lesson concerning functions. In today's video, we are learning how we get the inverse of a function. The inverse of a function fx is denoted by f inverse of x, or f power negative 1. F power negative 1 is the same as the f inverse of x. And there are three steps followed when finding the inverse of a function. Step 1, we shall consider fx to be 3x minus 4 over 5. So when finding the f inverse of this function, step 1, we shall let fx be any unknown. It can be y, it can be x. Don't use x because we already have it in the question. So it can be any letter apart from that you have in the expression. You can use k, y, w, h, and so on. So you substitute where you have fx, you replace it with that letter, and then that's step 1. Step 2 is to make x the subject. We make x the subject. So in this particular example, we cross multiply by 5 and add a 4, we divide by 3, so that we make x the subject. So after making x the subject, remember there are 3 steps we have so far seen 2. The first one was letting fx be y and substitute. Where there is fx, you write y. Then you make x the subject. After that, we are going to the third and the final step. That is substituting x with f inverse and y with x. Meaning, after making x the subject, where there is x, substitute with the f inverse of x. And where you have y, substitute with x. What we will get will be the inverse of the function. Those are the 3 simple steps. Step 1 was letting fx be y, and then step 2, making x the subject. Step 3 is substituting. Where there is x, write f inverse of x. Where you have y, write x. Those are the 3 steps of finding an inverse. And these are examples for you to try out. Number 1 says, given that h of x equals to 3x over 2 plus 1, they want us to get the h inverse of 2. You cannot get h inverse of 2 unless you first get the h inverse of x. So first get the h inverse of x using the 3 steps, and after you replace x with a 2. Example 2 says that given that g of t equals to 40 plus 9 over t plus 4. So they want us to get the g inverse of t and hence g inverse of 3. So you can substitute this with any unknown and make it the subject, and after substitute for t and the unknown you have used to get the g inverse of t. After getting g inverse of t, substitute that t with a 3 and get the value of the g inverse of 3. In number 3, we are instead given the k inverse of a, and they want us to get k of -1. So in number 3, we are instead given the inverse. They want us to get the function. But to get the function k of -1, first get the function k of a. And then you replace a with the -1. So how do we get ka from inverse? We use the same formula. We shall let k inverse be y. Then you say y equals to a plus 3 over a. Then you make a the subject and substitute a with k of a and y with a. Then after getting k of a, you replace a with -1. So you try those 3 numbers that has been inverse of a function. So please, I request you try these numbers and you may comment with your answer so that we share and learn together. Otherwise, I request you to please subscribe to all our YouTube channels. Go to homepage, scroll down, you'll find them. We have Wuuna e-learning platform, Wuuna Kids platform, Teacher Ivan's online class. We have Wuuna Math channel and Teacher Kato Ivan Wuuna. Please subscribe to them such that we get a variety of learning lessons. We post different lessons on those platforms. That's why I would advise you to subscribe to all of them. We are on Facebook, we are on TikTok, so please search for Wuuna Educational Services, Wuuna e-learning platform, Wuuna Kids platform, Wuuna Math channel on all those platforms, Facebook and TikTok. Follow us, join our groups on Facebook, like and follow our Facebook pages so that you receive learning materials on a daily basis. As you also learn on our YouTube channels, you go to Facebook and get the notes and questions. Go to TikTok, you learn something so that you are equipped. Otherwise, hope to see you next time.